On today's show,
I just hit me in the head, that did.
Special Ops hold their nerve when they go head-to-head with the English Defence League.
Missiles are coming over now, you see bottles are being thrown, so it's time to move back.
My day is just beginning. And believe me, if there's one thing I don't miss about my days in the force, it's the early starts.
After in the morning, we're at a covert location in Essex and the officers have just had a briefing. They're going to attend the march today and assist other officers up in Bedfordshire. Hopefully it'll be peaceful, but they still can't take any chances and they're kitting up because these things can turn ugly.
Today the units are on public order duty in Luton. They'll be policing a march organised by the right-wing group, the English Defence League. The EDL are planning a massive march to mark their 3rd anniversary, and past form suggests it could turn nasty. Previous marches have seen officers injured and multiple arrests when missiles started to fly.
I was involved in some public order situations when I was in the police. This particular march I've not done before.
It's going to be a massive multi-force operation that will see the Essex Special Ops teaming up with 19 constabularies from across the country. I've spotted a few familiar faces, so I catch up with Sergeant Lee Duval to gauge the mood for today's operation.
We just had the briefing inside. What happens now for you and the team?
Next phase is to get everybody into the buses and on the way to the next phase briefing, which will actually be on site at Luton.
Are you the only sergeant that will be on there?
Yeah, I'm the only sergeant which will be on this particular carrier, but every carrier has their own sergeant attached to it.
Well, it's obviously really early this morning, but the mood looks pretty good in the bus. Is this typical?
Yeah, it's early, but it's good atmosphere, good banter.
Also playing a vital role in the operation are the officers and horses from the Mounted Division.
So how much of you is going to be protected then when you're actually out there?
Our chest, our back, our arms, and our heads as well. So pretty much most of our
everything,
bodies.
Yeah. Can't really take any chances because obviously a lot of the time it can turn a bit hostile.
Yes, it can do, just in a matter of seconds, really.
Do you still get nervous?
I wouldn't say nervous, apprehensive. At the end of the day, you're riding a horse, and as much as we train the horse, you're still an animal at the end of the day, and they still have their own feelings and thoughts, and when they get scared, it's our job to sort of say, everything's all right.
It's time to roll out. I've hitched a ride with the Mounted unit and the journey gives me time to think. With an estimated 3,000 EDL members turning up and only half as many police, I just hope that the day doesn't turn nasty. The march is due to start at 1 o'clock and the crowd is starting to grow and drink. As we move into position, I can already feel my pulse rising.
Well, I'd say there's got to be at least a couple of thousand here already, and the numbers are growing all the time, so you can see why they need a big visible police presence, just to make sure everything runs smoothly, and hopefully that's what's going to happen.
I've never attended a march like this before. The biggest event I policed was the Notting Hill Carnival, and that was all about having a good time. These guys seem to have a serious agenda.
Everything aims for all the religions this country has got now. Anglo-Saxon rights, you know what I mean? EDL are not violent, we're not racist, it's religion.
Whether you agree with their views or not, it's their right as British citizens to protest peacefully. And on the other side of town, a counter-march is also being held by anti-fascist group We Are Luton.
We've got the EDL behind us over there that are gathering in huge numbers, and then the other side of town you've got the opposition, if you like, who have the complete difference of opinion and don't want or believe in what the EDL do. So that's when you can have problems, and the police are there to stop them at getting in the middle and make sure they stay separately and don't have any trouble.
Good luck, stay safe. This is literally the front line of policing. There's no one else that can get in front of these guys. They are it. This is what it's all about.
I've joined the Essex Special Ops as they police a march held by the right-wing group, the English Defence League. It's estimated that there are 3,000 people joining today's protest, and it seems that most of them have been drinking. I haven't seen a crowd this psyched up and raring to go since I was a Harrods security guard on the first day of the January sales.
Alcohol's flowing. You can see here the outer cordons come right in close now because they can anticipate potential trouble, so they're just getting that bit closer, a visible presence.
It's only a matter of moments before the first flashpoint.
Some of them are getting too eager, they've pushed through the police line, and now it's up to the police to go in and get the troublemakers and bring them back. Yeah, Lee's right in the thick of it. Here he is, big lump in the middle.
I know, yeah?
We're all right, we're all right, yeah. This has got the potential to really kick off. And soon, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the message out to the officers to put their public order helmets on.
The EDL claimed to be about peaceful protest. I don't think this lot got the message. The atmosphere has taken a real turn for the worse.
It's just got hit in the head by that.
That was too close for comfort.
Just got hit on the head by a missile, something just hit me. So bottles are coming over. Some of them have obviously had too much to drink, so the police are just retreating.
This is a volatile situation and it could blow up at any moment. It's time we move back.
It is for the police. They're obviously outnumbered by the crowd. Another bottle come flying in. What a job. Just another day at the office.
The skirmishes are coming through in waves. As soon as one hotspot is calmed,
There we go. Looks like they're holding them there now.
another one breaks out elsewhere.
Scuffle's gone off there.
It was only going to be a matter of time before somebody got injured.
Those officers that are getting absolutely pelted with missiles are going in to help someone who's been hurt. Simple as that. So the officers just had a call now to put the public helmets on. Missiles are coming in. It's just not worth taking the risk anymore.
The march has been going for well over an hour and has finally reached its destination. But the police can't relax yet. The counter-march is still threatening to crash the party and the situation could flare up at any moment.
Well, there is obviously another march going on in another part of town, and what we don't want is for this lot to meet that lot.
It's times like this that you have to dig deep as a police officer. You have to leave your personal views at home and just get on with the job.
Police are completely impartial. They don't particularly care what they're marching for. They're there to keep the peace.
Thanks to the intense police operation, both marches eventually passed off with just 2 arrests. The only casualty from Lee's unit was this officer's trousers.
Burn mark there, what happened?
There's a firecracker flashbang thing that's thrown from the crowd, obviously, and exploded on my uniform there.
But he's got his leg guard on, so saved him on this occasion.
Lucky boy.
It's dangerously close to his tackle, actually, isn't it?
It's very close. On the whole, a successful day?
Yeah, absolutely. Achieved what we wanted to achieve, so yeah, successful.